Hey there, welcome to LC Yoga. My name is Laura. Today is day 2 of our 7-day yoga challenge. Yesterday we laid the foundation and we worked through some slow, deep basics. And today we're getting into strength building. So building strength obviously has lots of benefits, but one of the main reasons, for me anyway, is that it helps me do yoga better, meaning safer. So it'll help you build the strength you need to do some of the poses in a way that is safe and keeps you from being injured. So take care of yourself, make modifications where you need, and enjoy the practice. If you're ready, get on your mat and I'll meet you there and we'll get started. Day 2. We'll get started today by stepping to the front of the mat and standing tall in mountain pose. Hands drift down by the sides. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Stand strong in mountain. Eyes can be softly looking down in front of you or closed. And work on a strong stance. We'll do that by, you can take your hand and put it on the top of your head. And get tall. Stand up into that. Find your feet. And then bring your hand to your upper chest. And feel that reaching up and away from your feet. Just for a moment, turn your hips so that your butt sticks out just a little, and then curl your tailbone under. And in doing so, you engage your legs. And with your feet, it's almost like you're trying to pull the floor apart. So the legs are fully engaged. Core is strong. Knit the ribs, here the ribs, and the upper pelvic bone together so that we're not arching and we're not rounding, but we're strong in the middle. Hands by the sides, shoulders away from the ears. And just breathe into that strong stance. It's a great way to set an intention for today. Be patient, give yourself grace. And know that transformation takes effort. Bring the hands in prayer in front of the heart. On your next inhale, bend the knees and sweep the arms overhead into a chair pose. As you exhale, sit down a little deeper. Knees can be hip width apart, or you may want to bring the feet closer together so that the legs are bracing up against each other. Your choice. Breathe into your chair. And you can move it from side to side if that feels good, or stay still. Deep breath in here. And as you exhale, swan dive down and fold forward. Breathe into the back of the legs for a couple of breaths. And when you inhale, come back into your chair. Arms reaching high. Exhaling, sit down a little deeper. Bring the palms together and look up at them. Deep breath in, exhale, fold it in. Inhale, get long, reach the crown of the head forward. And exhaling, fold it back in. Knees can be bent here. One more time, inhale. And exhale, fold it. Inhaling, come back into chair, reach it up. Exhale, sit down a little deeper. Inhale. Exhale, come on down, maybe put the hands in prayer if the knees are okay with this. If not, stay up in chair. Come back into chair. And exhale, our hands in front of the heart, close the eyes. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers and bring them behind the neck. Hips go forward and just start to lean back into those hands. Gentle back bend. We're only looking to open the front body, not crunch the lower back. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead and bring them back into prayer. Bend the knees, inhaling, chair pose. Exhaling, fold forward. Inhale, come halfway up. And as you exhale, step back into a chaturanga, knees up or down. Inhale, breathe deep, flip the feet into an upward dog. And exhale, pull it back, downward dog. Plant the left heel down, step the right foot forward, and sweep it up into a warrior one. Exhale, pull it down, chaturanga, knees up or down. Inhale, reach your heart forward, upward dog. And exhale, pull it back, downward dog. Right heel grounds, left foot steps, warrior one. Exhaling back into chaturanga, knees up or down. Flip the feet, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Breathing in downward dog. Find your breath. It's our first couple of downward dogs, so feel free to pedal the legs, move around. And on your next inhale, step it forward to the front of the mat, and exhaling, bow. Inhale, sweep up, stand up, and exhale, bring it back to center. Bend the knees, inhaling, chair pose. Exhaling, pull it down, fold. Inhale, spine gets long. Exhaling, back to a chaturanga. Inhaling, heart reaches up and away. Up dog, and exhale into down dog. Left heel grounds, right foot steps. Inhale. Exhale, pull it all the way down into your chaturanga. Inhaling, look up. Exhaling, pull it back. Right heel grounds, left foot steps. Reach up tall. And exhaling back down, chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. And breathe. And here, give the shoulders a little stretch, a little Anahatasana Maybe step the feet back a little, heels up, and press the chest through the shoulders. Come back to a regular downward dog. And on your next inhale, step it forward to the front of the mat. Inhale, get long, prepare. Exhaling, bow. Inhale, come on up to stand. And exhaling back to center. Close the eyes. Come back to that strong stance. Legs engaged. Core strong. Chest up. Crown tall. And breathe it. Let the breath come back. And on your next inhale, step wide out to the right so that you're facing the side of the mat. And bend the knees. Bring the hands to the lower thighs or the knees. And just let the hips get heavy. Let the shoulders come up. And let's stretch out the sideways. So take a deep inhale here in the middle. And exhale, look over your left shoulder. Inhale back to center. Exhale over to the right. Inhale center. Exhale left. Inhale. Exhale. Now inhale, sweep the arms up, come up to stand. And as you exhale, rebend the knees and come into eagle arms. Left elbow under, right arm over. Wrap the hands if you can and sink down into your legs. Goddess pose. Feel the hands reaching up while the legs are pressing down. Make it mobile if you need to. Inhale, reach the arms up high. And exhale, coming back into it and switch sides. This time right arm under, left over. And reach the hands up toward the sky. Breathing deep. And sweep the arms up. Deep breath in. Interlace the hands behind the back. And exhaling, fold. Stretch it out. And on your next inhale, plant the hands, come about halfway up. Exhale, hands to hips. Inhale, come up with a flat back. And then exhale it into a chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling, downward dog. Inhale, reach the right leg up high. Exhaling, step it forward. Come up into a high lunge. Deep breaths in high lunge. Pressing the left hip forward. Legs are powerful. The heel in the front foot and the toes in the back foot are moving toward each other. And as you inhale, arch back a little. Exhale, let the arms come forward as you fold. Arms back. And then inhale, come on back up. 2 more times. Inhaling as you come up. Exhaling as you fold forward and the arms go back. Inhale last time, come on up. And exhale, lower down, chaturanga. Knees can be up or down and you can change as often as you like. Inhaling up dog. Exhaling down dog. Inhale, left leg sweeps up. Left foot steps. Breathe in, come on up into high lunge. This time, right hip pressing forward. Feet moving toward each other. Just moving like they're trying to scrunch the mat up in between. Deep breath in, arching just a little. Exhale, let the arms come forward, down and back. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, come forward. Inhaling up. Exhaling forward. Embrace the wobble. Last time, come on up. And exhale, come forward all the way into your chaturanga. Inhaling, this time hang out in upward dog. Stretching the front body. And then flip the feet and step it back into a downward dog. Breathing. The shoulders come away from the ears. Each time you inhale, press the hands down and grip with your finger pads. And as you exhale, let the hips move away from that. Now come forward into plank and stay here for 5 breaths. That's 1, 2. Core is strong, legs are strong. 4 and 5. Lower all the way down. Bring the forehead down. You can rest the palms one on top of the other. And take a little mini break. Now as you inhale, place the hands somewhere about under the shoulders. And inhale it up into a cobra. And make it your cobra so you can be down low. Or come up to your own degree. But you really got to feel your way through and only do what feels good in your body. Hips are pressing down. All 10 toes pressing into the earth. And lower down. Interlace the fingers behind the back. So they should be, the hands should and wrists should be resting about on your glutes. And then on your next inhale, lift the legs and lift the arms. And breathe into the back. The glutes will be tight, but let them loosen just a little. We're going for strength building in the back. Deep breath in, maximize, and then let it go. Hands in front of the forehead, stack the palms, rest the forehead, and wiggle the hips. Let's do that again. Interlace the fingers behind the back. On your next inhale, lift the legs, lift the arms. Find a spot somewhere down the nose on the floor. And that's where we want to be looking. Keep the neck long. One more breath here. And release. Come back. Stack the palms, rest the forehead. Wiggle the hips. On your next inhale, come on up to all fours and then pull it back into a child's pose. Knees wide, rest the forehead. And just breathe into the back. Come on forward into a plank. One more bit of effort, and then we'll stretch it out. Okay. Give me a strong plank here. Deep breath in. As you exhale, lift the right foot. If that doesn't work, just keep both feet on the ground. Inhaling. And exhale, replace it next to the other foot. On your next inhale, lift the left. Strong, gripping the fingers on the mat. Lower the foot down. Lower the knees and come back to child's pose. And come on forward back to that plank. This time we're going to lift the knee towards the armpit. All right, so as you inhale, take a deep breath in here, inhaling, and exhale, right leg toward the elbow or armpit, wherever it goes. Left side and back. Inhale, exhale, right side. Inhale, center. Exhaling, left side. Inhale, center. One more each side. Left and back. Lower the knees. This time come sit up on the knees, on the tops of the feet. Turn the palms up and close the eyes. Just come back to the breath. Observe it slowing down. Next, we're going to do a camel variation. So let the fingertips come behind you. And as you take a deep breath in, extend the chest up toward the sky, rolling the shoulder blades onto the back. Now that may be enough right there. We're just trying to stretch the shoulders, really. If you want to get into the quads a little bit, you can lift the hips up, but only if that feels good in the back. Neck is strong, or you can let it fall, but if there's any pinching, come up out of it. And lower down. Now scoot a little forward so you're kind of in the middle of the mat. And we're going to stay here we're going to sit on the right leg just as it is and bring the left out in front of you. Now again, bring the hands behind you. This time fingertips are toward the hips. And what we want to do here is really get into the right quad. We're going to do this on this side and then we'll get into the other side. So lifting the hips up, just feel that stretch. And you can use your left foot as a brake here. And you gauge how much stretch you need. and lower down. And let's switch sides. So come on forward. Let's get the left heel under, right over in front, and hands behind, and lift the hips. It's a good stretch. All right, lower the hips. Maybe roll over to the right a little so you can bring both feet out in front. And let's get some stretching in. So bring your left foot on the inside of your right thigh. Inhale, get long. Start with a bent leg. And as you exhale, start to come forward. Let's stretch into that leg. You can grab the foot or the shin, whatever feels good. And then as you work towards straightening the leg, pull the hip back. Keep the spine long, top of the head working toward the toes. And inhale, come on back up. Let's just switch sides. So start with that bent leg, pull the hip back as you work towards straightening. Find your hand position and fold. Now let's come into Upavishta, wide leg forward fold. So legs out to the side. Again, knees can be bent. You can start with your hands behind your back and just start to lean forward. And if that's where you are today, accept that. It's totally cool. Otherwise, start to walk forward, but keep the chest high. It keeps the back long. And just start to roll onto the front of the pelvis. When you find your edge, where it's challenging but not painful, hang out there and breathe into it. And eventually, you'll find a new edge as your body lets you in. You may want to roll the flesh of your thighs out behind you. And just as the body lets you in, if your elbows do come down to the earth, give me a couple of sphinx arms and pull the chest through. And that'll just intensify the stretch and give you a little more. We always envy the super flexible people who can just flop right down to the floor, but they're not feeling as much sensation. So they have to work harder for it. And on your next inhale, walk the hands back up and let's go to each side. So bend the right knee and place the elbow in front. You can rest the hand on the floor or grab the toe, whatever feels good. And then sweep the left hand up. So you're using that elbow to open you up and turn up toward the sky. And then the hand can come over the head if you like. You can grab the foot if you want, but for me that tends to misalign the spine. It doesn't feel good. So I keep it floating. And just breathe into the side waist. Close the eyes. It helps you concentrate on the sensation. Keep turning up toward the sky. Inhale, let's come on back up. Ooh, that's good. Let's take it to the other side. Bend the knee and place the elbow. Grab the toe or not, and then sweep your wings open wide. Turn up, up, up. And choose your own adventure, your arm position. When I first started doing yoga, I used to always feel a little tweak in my back when I did this. It wasn't good. The stronger you get, the better it gets, but don't force it. Any tweaks, you gotta back up out of it. You'll get there. Inhale, come on up. We've got to listen to the body and let it tell us what to do and not the other way around. So swing the legs back together and let's roll down onto our backs. Let the legs float up to the sky, feet up. And here you can grab the backs of the knees or the calves or the toes. Supine leg stretch. We're lengthening the lower back here as much as we are stretching the backs of the legs. So the tailbone is working toward the front of the mat. And release. Give the knees a little squeeze as you pull them in toward the chest. And then stretch the legs long. Feet flop open. Hands flop open. Snuggle the shoulders in so they're comfy. Maybe rock the head back and forth as you settle in for Shavasana, corpse pose. And here in Shavasana, the body starts to integrate what it's learned. Today it learned a good bit. So enjoy it and let the muscles relax down. They worked hard enough today. Now there's nothing to do and nowhere to go. Release. Let the breath do what it wants. If you find that there are muscles that are tense, scan the body and work at releasing them. Just let them go. They don't have to do any more. Now you can stay here as long as you like. And when you're ready, start to bend one knee and place the bottom of the foot on the floor and then the other. And let the hands come to the upper thighs. Knock the knees together if you want. Maybe turn the heels out. Deep breath in through the nose and let it out. Draw the knees into the chest, give them a squeeze. And then roll on up to sit. And we'll close it out. Have a seat in a cross-legged position. Just simple cross-legged or half lotus, whatever's more comfortable. It's not about a fancy sitting position. I only sit in half lotus because it's actually more comfortable for my hips. backs of the hands to the knees, thumb and forefinger touch, and close the eyes. And in closing, we'll just say thank you. Thank you to the practice for giving us these gifts of not only strength today, but in earning that strength, we worked through and were able to actually relax at the end. Sometimes we think the slow flow or the restorative yoga is the only way to relaxation, but actually, sometimes we have to work that tension out through exercise before we can let go, really let go. So each day when you're selecting what kind of practice do I need today, remember that. Maybe you need a little bit of work to get where you want to go. So thanks to the practice. Thank you for taking the time. Thank your body for allowing you to do so. And thank your breath for leading the way. Namaste and aloha. That's day 2. See you tomorrow.